Virtuous cycle is not like that. Virtuous cycle means when you do good, you'll be positive, motivated, then you'll do more good, then you'll do further good. So good will go on happening. It will have a compounding effect. Give test, see the score, what mistakes you have done, analyze it. You do this 100%, I'll give you in writing, you will clear the prelims. Why they do it is to get that feeling as to how to mark when you don't know an answer. It's a skill or a feeling I can't in civil services, in preparation also. So therefore don't aim for perfection. Jugad. Ivatayta nale nodana. That is your life attitude, especially in civil services. So of each time reading new books, new topics again and again. Okay, don't aim at completing syllabus. Agadilla. Okay, if this literally, even if you complete 60%, you can clear the exam. The roadmap. See, lot of you are still, worked up about how to go about the next 60 days. Okay, so to make you, or to make it easy for you guys, what I usually used to do for my preparation, what I used to do for my preparation, how I was able to clear prelims every time. Okay, I used to study with my friends in service right now, or others who have been able to clear also. When we used to study, after that, when I did it for my students also, the same strategies have been working. Okay, little bit changes with the time we have done, but otherwise having a proper roadmap, having a SOP, okay, having a strategy will always help. Now, for example, in sports, in any organization, in government, you need to have a plan. You need to have an approach towards it. It may look very simple. Maybe you are doing it. If you are doing it, well and good. Okay, but in the next 60 days, it can be a game changer. I have seen very good students, even last year also, I have seen those who have went for UPSC interview, who had given KPSC prelims could not clear it. Is that okay? Somebody who has given interview 2 or 3 times or given mains in UPSC, I am saying, had, some unexpected events during that examination and could not clear prelims. Okay, you ask your circle only, you will get so many stories like that. And then things have changed and it has become good for them and then they cleared next year. All that is a different story. But even good students, if you are overconfident, then also there could be a problem. See, for example, when RCB started after few matches, everybody had given up hope. Correct? Everybody had given up hope. Right? And there are so many other favorites. Right? What happened to them? So anything can happen in the next 60 days. You might be a very good student. You might have cleared several times. If it is your bad day or universe did not work according to you, then things can go wrong. It just requires one question to spoil your dream. Just one question, one wrong question where you would have got 2 marks. You got negative 0.6 marks or negative 0.5 marks. Okay, instead of getting 2 marks, you lost half mark and you would have lost your exam or did not clear prelims by just 1 or 2 marks. There are so many cases like that. I can tell you that people have lost by 2 or 3 marks. I am sure some of you might also have been in that situation. And then imagine coming Sunday Manthan in the year 2027. Yes, I'll be here. But imagine if you guys come in Sunday Manthan in 2027. That will be such a sad situation. And there are so many examples like that. Okay, those who have already in service or somebody who has given interview several times, still giving attempts even now because something went wrong. And that something can be just that 1%. So we can't leave anything for destiny or for luck or other things. And then when things don't go wrong, we will always blame the luck. But till then we cannot. We should be able to work towards this. Okay, so basically I have just put a timetable which, as I told you, I used to do that for my preparation. Okay, my friends and other students who have cleared in the past. The same strategy in the next 60 days, how you are going to prioritize, how you are going to spend each and every hour is going to decide how you are going to clear your exam, whether you are going to clear or not, right? So if you see your handout for online students, there's a link. You can download the handout from there. See, this entire environment, no KPSC, I have been in this field for almost now 14 years and I know how difficult it is for students. And, like how everybody criticized RCB, it may be for RCB just 2 months. But I'm sure many of you might have been criticized or maybe given up. People might have given up on you. Okay, or they might be questioning you all the time from the past 3 years or 4 years. Yen marta idya? ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ನೋಡ್ಕೋ, focus on that, get married, have children, all these things all of you might have faced or might be facing or will face in the future. It is very cruel or very negative environment. When I started, you see my first Sunday Manthan class, I told the same thing, that this whole environment is very negative. KPSC mein lot of negative people, even your own fellow aspirants also will be pulling you down, pulling others down, etc. Okay, ಇದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗು, ಇದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕು, ಕೊಡಲ್ವಂತೆ, ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಪೋನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಂತೆ. Correct, no? All these negative things will be there. In the beginning of the class also I told you, in the beginning of Sunday Manthan also I told you that negatives will be there. Okay, all that we have to create is make sure that you are focused, right? So from the beginning, if you are focused, right, whatever others say will not affect you. And nothing succeeds like success. Please remember that. Okay, if you are successful, if you clear this exam, then only your hard work makes a difference or it matters. Otherwise, it will matter to only you and you will be crying about it. If somebody else has to say, oh, badatanadanda banda, ad marda, al marda, id marda, all that will matter only if you clear. Otherwise, you will be a poor man only. Correct? If you want to be a poor man, but yet you want to be this one, you have to clear this exam. Otherwise, nobody cares. One day somebody might come and pat your back, okay, it's okay. Ashte. Beyond that, nobody cares. Is that okay? For that, only you have to take care of yourself. In this negative environment where everybody talks only negative. Okay, ad serilla, id serilla, aa material illa, idu mistakes, adu serilla, Arjun sir ida heladru, all that is, just negative. Just leave that and focus on the next 60 days. Right, 60 days is going to be the first step in fulfilling your dreams. Rest after that, after prelims, mains, strategy, etc. But this is the first step in your 60 days. Enough time is there and anything can happen. You can clear the prelims, you may not clear the prelims if you don't use it. Yesterday, Chandra layout mein there was huge, party. If you have seen some videos which you have got, RCB match at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, people were dancing. It is okay. But what I'm saying is you have also your own dream that you have to take care of. You are dancing for somebody else's dream or somebody else's victory. Nothing is going to change in your life. It's okay, you have to do that sometimes, I agree. I'm just trying to tell you that becomes the priority. Okay, next elections may result to adu idu antane 2 weeks debate will go on in the tea shops. Okay, so that is another 2 weeks gone. Okay, then UPSC prelims, 2 weeks depression, that will go off. Yes, so like that, lot of days will go off by just using it for unnecessary things. Is that okay? But you have to remain focused. 60 days is enough, is also not enough to clear this examination if you use it rightly. Is that okay? Right strategy even now will help you to clear the exam. Make sure that you stick to a plan. I'm giving one plan, you might have your own, that's okay. Right? This has been working, I can guarantee you that every year people say, oh, it is old, it is that, it is this. They'll come up with their own strategy post-exam. I'm telling you before exam what you have to do. After exam, I don't know. Sometimes, that topics might have come more, this topic might have come more, that etc. Analysis will be done and they'll come up with a strategy post-exam. What's the point? Alva, post-exam, if somebody analyzes and gives a strategy for you guys now, what's the point? Right? So the strategy is very simple. It has been working every year, even for UPSC. Okay, if you know these topics very well, whatever question is asked, it doesn't work. If you have shortcuts, that is very temporary. It's very temporal. See, when I tell you shortcut, I'll just give you an example. There was a time, I think in 2021, if I'm not wrong, UPSC prelims mein, there was a shortcut trick that had been doing rounds. Okay, for science, mark option which says all the above. I don't know if you are aware of it. Okay, so that is a strategy at that point of time doing rounds, because previously in some other exams, etc., they had told this is the right thing. Okay, but I never believed this. Maybe it worked that year, but I never believed this shortcut because it is very temporal, you know, temporary. When somebody gets to know or UPSC gets to know, they will change the type of question, which they did in 2022, and you might have seen 2022 or 23, I'm not sure which year, was a bouncer. Lot of expert, talented UPSC interview students did not clear prelims. Some of your friends are there. They come and tell, oh, nam CSAT agilla. That is a lie. Okay, they could not clear GS because of a wrong strategy, which was very temporary at that point of time. For science question, mark all the above. And that year it worked. And there were toppers who did videos on that, saying that for science, everybody do this. They also justified. So there were experts in all of that. Okay. So they had asked about 13 questions. 10 questions was like this. Without even knowing the question or answer, 10 questions, that is 20 marks, they got right. Numbers are different. I'm just giving you the, the issue that I'm explaining. So this is one type of strategy which is very temporal, but students who are very clear with the idea, instead of knowing this way, that also you keep in mind, ruling out, guesswork, probability, permutation, these you should keep in mind. But at the same time, there are various things, static subjects, static topics, if you are aware. Anyways, you would have got that 9 questions correct. Without this or not, you would have got it correct, is what I am trying to say. No matter what kind of pattern is asked, they will be able to, or no matter what type of question is asked, you will be able to answer it if you follow a little bit of smart approach, what I am trying to tell you. So these shortcuts, you should be a little bit careful. All right. So that's what I am trying to tell you, that sometimes you need to do the, do the conservative things to clear the exam. Okay, so what is that conservative thing? I have explained over here. So I have basically divided the topic into priority 1 and priority 2, if you see here. Priority 1 is absolutely important, whichever student it is. If you are a first timer, you are an expert, you are a veteran, priority 1 subjects are absolutely important, and I have listed the important topics or other chapters. Almost everything is there, so don't blame me, but all these topics. So I have also put box after each topic or before each topic. So from now 60 days, make sure you tick mark once you have covered those topics, so that you don't leave any of these topics. Okay, so priority 1, you have to clear or you have to cover. And then I have given a table for different type of students. Type 1 students, okay, who are experts, who are veterans, who have already read and covered all these topics. UPSC aspirants, UPSC interview, KPSC interviews, those officers who are in service who are giving this exam. So they are type 1 student. Okay, type 2 students who are yet to cover first round. Okay, if you are that who just started 2 months or 3 months back, or just starting, or however you are, both of you can clear the exam, both of you cannot clear the exam also at the same time if you don't follow it properly. Okay, so there is a table, right? So over there where I have discussed, or I have given number of hours that you have to give for each. So if you see in the first page, you have the subjects, okay, you have the number of hours that you need to give, okay, for each. Okay, so type 2 students, how many hours, etc. All right, and then I have also given test 1, 2 and 3, so that you can tick mark after giving that. Okay, absolutely important. If somebody is saying that I will take 30 tests on the last 30 days, it is not going to happen. Okay, so you have to give, okay, along with preparation along with giving. So every once in 3 days, you can give one test. And test not only from our institute, I am telling you, anywhere you are having access to anything, either buy it or you get it in Xerox shops or bookstall, you buy it. Okay, UPSC papers are also okay, or even KPSC previous year questions, UPSC previous year question, anything is okay, but you have to give the tests. So I have written there 3 tests. So once you finish that, tick mark. Is that okay? So current affairs, survey, budget, etc. of 2024, right? Polity, economy, and so that needs to be environment. Okay, economy and environment. So 35 hours for veterans, all right, and for first timers 40 hours I have given, because for those who are starting new or who have not revised certain topics, you don't have to cover. All right, see, if you see phase 1. Okay, so how I have divided it is in phase 1 and phase 2 will be covered in 40 days. Okay, 400 hours. So assuming that 10 hours you are going to give every day. At least now you have to. If somebody is working, time to use your leave. Okay, if somebody is planning to quit, time to quit now, etc. See, you can always compromise on the job that you are doing right now, because you are planning to change your job. Okay, so you don't have to focus too much on the job. Some it may be livelihood question. So if that's the question, if you have to survive, do the job, but don't have to be an expert in the job. Don't have to satisfy. It's okay to be unethical. Don't have to sleep, when the work is there, watch our videos on the laptop. When your boss comes, minimize it. Is that okay? Do that, no problem. It's not unethical because you are trying to pursue your dreams. Your dream is to serve the society. So there's nothing unethical. Okay, so we are worried about the ultimate goal, not the means. Is that okay? So try and get as much time as possible. So I am telling that in the next 60 days, at least 10 hours. See, even if you start your day at 7 a.m., okay, if you study till 11 p.m. in the night, in between breaks, etc., you should be able to give about 10 hours. When you don't have time, when you unnecessarily waste time, okay, doing something which is not in our timetable, okay, not sleeping, etc. I'm saying doing something extra, okay, like reading something extra, attending something else because somebody told you, going for a wedding, etc. Otherwise, I am sure all of you who are full-time into this are able to give that amount of time. Otherwise, those who are working, minus about 4 hours of work. Okay, 4 hours you can work, the rest you can try and do it. While traveling, you can watch. Okay, in office meeting you can watch. Is that okay? Or you can read. Right, what is there? If you are working from home, that is even more easier. Work from home you can have the Zoom meeting, and next to it you can have our PDF open, and you're like, yes, true, I agree with you. That's all. If you make those comments, it is enough. If you are working at office also, somehow you can find, or somehow you find time. So 60 hours. So first phase is 40 hours. Okay, so 40 hours you should be able to give. So I have given the number of hours. I have given the number of tests that you have to give. I'm not exaggerating the test numbers. This much test you should give. At least 2 tests for every subject. I have given 3, but at least 2 tests per subject you should be able to give. Is that okay? So if you put the number of tests, you will see how much it is there. And then comprehensive tests, full mock tests, all that you have to give. Is that okay? Not for rank alone. Okay, comprehensive tests, etc. may be for rank, maybe to see where you are, and then you should be able to improve it. But all the others are for learning. The subject wise, sectional tests, etc. is for learning. So make sure you put this up and you tick mark all those things as and when you do it. And your week should look like this. In page 3, you will see your week, Monday to Sunday, how you should plan. See, without planning, nothing works. At individual level or at a national level, without planning, things cannot work. Modi doesn't come early in the morning and say like what shall I do today? Okay, where shall I go today? Which speech shall I give? Do you think he's going to be like that? His will be planned 2, 3, 4 months in advance. Same thing, any politician, any organization, any individual, even ours is planned. Even ours being such a small institute, also we plan for what we are going to do in the next month, after prelims, after mains. Everything should be planned, then only we can be successful. So here also every week you should plan. This what I have given is a macro plan. Do a micro planning for every week. So every week Monday, see for example, 2 subjects you can select, either current affairs and 1 subject, or 2 static subject, however you decide, because 1 subject becomes very boring. And then CSAT to add variety. So if you see there, Monday, Tuesday you can give subjects, and on Wednesday you can give a test. Test with analysis is very important. Simply giving test and then going and watching RCB match doesn't work. Give test, see the score, what mistakes you have done, analyze it. You do this 100%, I'll give you in writing, you will clear the prelims. I can tell you with so much confidence. Okay, if you don't do it, you can blame me. That much confidence I am telling you. Okay, same way, next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you give another test. Sunday, you can again revise and start with the next week ka subject and plan for the next week. Which subject you are going to do, which test you are going to do. Select the test paper and keep it ready. It's not like Wednesday bandaga, oh, yen madodu, yav test, elli hudukodu, call your friend, maga test paper idya, kodtiya. All that you don't do. You should have everything ready on Sunday. Yes, Sunday you will decide that I have 2 papers to be written, this to this one week. It becomes very easy. Then when you get up the morning, you will know exactly what to do. You will not even waste time. You will brush your teeth and you will start studying. Otherwise, morning will be so bad. Ayo, yen madadappa ivattu. Polity madada, history madada. Correct. Now, most of you face that problem. Right? You will be confused as to what to do. If you are clear, this week I am doing polity, history and the histo, economy, this book, these 2 tests I will write, CSAT, 4 topics I will cover. Imagine how beautiful your mind is going to work. Illa andre tension, you'll go into depression, then you will change, then after that you will come and talk to us or talk to your friend, they'll say, Maga, KPSC postpone agutante, ba hogana Goa, something like that. All that will happen if you are focused. This is what toppers do. This is what those who clear do. Is that okay? How you study, what books you read, that's up. So every week you put this. So I have put over here how many days hours is required. So current affairs, 10 days. In this 40 days, about 10 days or about 7 days for veterans, 9 days for freshers. That 9 days, if you are doing half, it extends to about 18-20 days. So each week you should decide which magazine or which book to read. It should be all clear. Everything should be done Sunday. So today, after the class, after the essay that you write, okay, go back home, right, have lunch, and then plan for what you are going to do the next week. Full Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, ella ready irbeku. You should put it in, stick it in front of your page, in your table, and do what you are. If you are attending class, that 2 or 3 hours, you keep it aside. The rest you should plan. Without planning every morning, that only will become. And you will waste 2-3 hours deciding what to do only. Correct? No. 2-3 hours will go off, yen madadu antane yochne madkondu, then you will ask your friend. Your friend will tell, I got new book. Institute, ella illindane baruttante. Then you will go, take your bike and go, get that book, Xerox it, come back, it will be lunch time. Then you will have a nice biryani in this one, eat, sleep, over. Monday is gone. Then Tuesday again repeat. So this, I have seen it happen. Don't you think it happens? A little bit it happens if you are not focused. 3 days may go really well. Ivat motivation, Arjun sir hedidru, full motivation, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, gone. But Thursday, if you know what exactly to do, which book to read, which topic to read, over. No problem. Every day will go up and up and up. And it's a vicious cycle or virtuous cycle. Vicious cycle andre eno seriyagilva. Next to seriyagalla, adange seriyagtane, it will go on becoming bad and bad and bad. Virtuous cycle is not like that. Virtuous cycle means when you do good, you will be positive, motivated. Then you will do more good. then you'll do further good. So good will go on happening. It will have a compounding effect. It may be small to begin with, but compounding effect is at the end, it will be miracle. That is what happened with RCB also. No? They did not do everything in the beginning. Slowly, they built up the momentum. Maybe RCB may not be a good example at this one, but otherwise, this is emotional. So that's why I'm using RCB a lot of time, right? But, hosa adhyayana tara, like, that's where. But otherwise, if you see any institute, organization, country, okay, it has happened gradually. Is that okay? Yours also, see if you do this 40 days, you will finish entire thing one revision. Okay, for those who are freshers, I have skipped Karnataka history, geography, ancient and medieval. Ancient and medieval, I have skipped it for everybody. Okay, don't get tempted. I understand, 5 question barata. Okay, if you are really good at it, you already have notes. If you spend one day and everything will come back to you, read it. If you are a fresher, if you are to read, if you have to select the book which you want to read from, please leave it. ಎಷ್ಟು question barboda? 5 question barboda? 10 question? 20 question anybody? No. Maximum how many? 5 question? 5 to 10. Okay, 10 we'll go at the higher, 10 question. So that means for 10 question, ಎಷ್ಟು hours waste ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? Ancient medieval ge. If you have to master all the 10 question. At least 30 hours, 3 days. ಓದಿದ್ರೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಎನಿ ಬುಕ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ನಾ? ಸೊ ಯು ವೇಸ್ಟೆಡ್ 3 to 4 days without any benefit. Okay, but that 3 days, imagine from Lakshmikant or from economy or from current affairs, if you revise Sunday Manthan for 3 days, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಒಂದು 10 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್. ಧೈರ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬಿಡೋದು ಕಲೀರಿ. Is that okay? See, it can't be like Virat Kohli will do everything. He'll only ball, come back and wicket keep and then go field. Everything he can't do. No. He should know which I am expert in. Same way, some of you might find science difficult. Some of you might find economy difficult. So you have to identify. Adralli selected topics you read. So like that, there is a plan. Okay, so entire week. And then if you see from page 4 onwards, list of topics. So students used to ask topics kodi. So here are the list of topics, important topics, okay, which you have to cover. Cover that topic, put tick mark. But the idea is that at least 3 to 4 times you have to revise. Ega, let's say science and technology, space technology, tagondri. Any source, class notes, textbook, or some topper's notes you xeroxed and kept, or your friend's notes you xeroxed, whatever. Science and technology, one topic is space technology. Est page irbodu, on 10 page irboda. Right, you read it once, you revise it 3 times. Instead of reading space and technology from 10 books or 10 notes or 10 classes, read that much. See, you should have a brief idea about everything preliminarily, because options and answers are already given, yes or no. Right, awareness will help you to get marks. Trust me when I say this, that when you have basic awareness about something, you can rule out. Okay, when you rule out, you guess using permutation and combination, and then you mark it. Is that okay? Iga, for example, so you have 4 options, alva. Basic awareness. I think I had told this in one of my class. Like if they ask, which is the capital of India? Okay, I don't know the exact fact ankolana. So A is Delhi, B is Mumbai, C is Chennai, D is Kolkata. So I don't know the fact, let's say. But with basic concept, how I used to manage facts is through concepts. By knowing about India's capital, that India's capital is a landlocked city. Okay, that I had in my mind anta ankolana. That's the concept. But I don't know which city, I forgot. Or I didn't put my attention to. So then I know Mumbai is a coastal. I know Chennai is a coastal. I know Kolkata is a coastal. So I will rule that out, and whatever is left, whether I know it or not, I will mark. Facts also hangene you can mark. See, for example, that rainfall when we saw the option. So how I will try and remember is 1/3. 1/3 less, 33%. So when I convert percentage or number into ratio, it's easier for me to remember. So that's a technique that I have found out. Even history first quarter, that is 1900 to 19 1925, second quarter 1925 to 1950, third quarter hange. So I would divide the time period into quarter and then I would put it into that. So hange you should find your own ways of trying to remember these facts. Just iga, if I get to know that an event happened in this quarter or before 1900, if they give a factual information, okay, 1923, 1927, 1933 or something like that. I don't know exactly which is the number, but somehow when the universe works in your favor, you will say that yes, it is in the first quarter, I will mark it. Or let's say one more question was 1920, one more option was 1921. So what works here is I have ruled out these two options. Now these two are left. When did X organization come into existence? What is stored in my memory is that it was started in the first quarter of 20th century. Okay, so now I have ruled out these two. So what's the probability that I will get it correct? 50%. Earlier my chance of getting it right was 25%. I have increased my ability to clear this exam by 25% to 50% probability. So I take the guess. If universe is there, it will help me to get that answer. But it always works. So if you say it, out of 10 questions, okay, the same approach, 50% chances. So how many questions will I get right? 5 questions I will get right, 5 questions I will get wrong. I have guessed without much effort based on my common sense, without knowing the facts. Without knowing the facts, by using my common sense, I have ruled out 2 options in 10 questions, increasing my probability to 50%. So, 10 question, if I leave it, 0 marks. But using my common sense, I will be marking all the 10 questions by using probability. Just guesswork. A, illi A, alli B, alli A, illi B, ange. Just inky pinky ponky, no, yeno ondo. You mark it. So the probability says 50% right, and it works. I'm not telling it's magic or anything. It works. Try it in test series. You will be surprised yourself. If you don't try it, you will not realize. You will think, oh, sir, yeno anta idare, kage kursta idare antare. But it works. You have to try it to believe it. And you will be surprised, my God, ingu agatta anta. You can mark almost 90 questions out of 100 by this strategy. By being aware, even so many facts we have read in economic surveys, schemes, programs, addu, iddu. Don't try to by heart. Try a mechanism to create awareness. Ee fact na eno ondakke relate madi. 1/3, see a pie, 1/3, 1/4, atara. Numbers, you can remember it like that. Years, you can remember it through quarters like this. Numbers through ratio, percentage and numbers like that. Is that okay? So you might not know the exact number, 33%, 46%, 29% and 56. So you know it is 1/3. 1/3 andre 33 no agbodu, 29 no agbodu. Approximately I'm saying. So you have ruled out 46 and 56. You have left with 2 options. Chance of you getting it right is 50%. So illi 5 questions are right, 5 questions are wrong. Okay, now so what is the net result? You would have got 0. Here you are getting 10 minus 2.5. So 7.5 net positive you got. Hingene 10 questions. So in 7.5 into 10 hangene. So that's how you can very easily get enough marks to clear the exam. What do students who don't clear do is they don't practice to get the hang of it. It's not so easy. On the day you will try andre agadilla. All this, see why I was good at multiple choice question from the beginning was because right from school days I was doing this only. Meaning CET I had got some 300 rank in CET by this method, only solving papers. Okay, CET, PUC exam admele CET 2 months or 3 months gap, I don't remember, but our time will bari solving this one. And MBBS may, you ask your MBBS friends, right from 3rd year we start solving MCQs for NEET examination. You go to any medical college, go to their library, you will see them solving MCQs. Other, this one, they don't do it much. If you go to IIT, those who are preparing for IIT, CAT level exam, IIMs and all, you go see there in their library, they'll also be solving MCQs. UPSC may also who tops, they'll be solving MCQs. Why do you learn? See, the thing is, they don't know why they're doing it. I mean, some of them who do it, those who clear know it. Some of them don't know, they think that it will repeat. Ad madbitre, ad repeat agutte exam alli. That's why they do it. Previous year question madre repeat agutte. No. Why they do it is to get that feeling as to how to mark when you don't know an answer. It's a skill or a feeling. I can't explain to you because it's not very obvious. It's like driving. I'll tell you, gear haki, clutch haki, idu madi, tirksi, key haki, drive. But when you drive only, you get that feeling, na? Henge, some people may like, oh my God, yen idu gotte agtalla, tension agta ide. You will be like very comfortably driving. Why? Because you have the feeling. It's a feeling, alwa, to drive. Okay, same way. Illino, when you solve, you should get that feeling as to how to do it. It is very traditional and it has been working in front of my eyes from past 14 years. Last year also KPSC bardaga, UPSC bardaga, it worked. This works. Is that understood? Practice it in your practice tests. That's what is the use. Now I've given you all these tests, alva, where you have to tick mark. What is the objective? Learn how to mark when you don't know. 100 questions irutte. Your target should be 95 questions you should mark. Okay. 80 to 95. That should be the target. Do you think you'll know all 80 questions? 100% no. Abba andre nimge 30 question. Life and death is there means 30 questions. If somebody tells me how many you will be able to mark, swear on your life, Andre, I will tell 30 questions. But I would have marked 95 questions. Almost every year I have done that. What is that, the rest of them? The rest 60 questions, how did I mark? By not luck, by informed guess. Learn that through tests. That I can't teach you or nobody else can teach you. Content we can teach you, facts we can give you. But the skill to get questions when you don't know, answers when you don't know is a skill. Is that okay? So practice that. So that is the objective of these first tests. Practice it. Guess madodu kaliri, and even facts also. Don't have to by heart. Sit and by heart ಎಷ್ಟು facts ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. But be aware. Create a story. Create a narrative in your head so that you will get familiarity and then rule out. Is that okay? ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ facts ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. If somebody is telling, they are lying. Even Angunu, I can't remember, but I can answer factual questions based on common sense. For common sense, you need knowledge. And that knowledge will come when you read static many number of times or content many number of times. Illa andre baradilla. So that's how you do it. Every week, do this. Is that okay? Simple strategy here. 60 days you follow this. I will write and give you that you will clear the exam. And after the exam, you will come and thank me also. Okay. If you don't personally come, at least spiritually you will thank me. Is that okay? So do this. You can clear the exam. And then there are some other things. One source for every topic. You don't like the Sunday Manthan, leave it now only. Read something else, stick to it. For economic survey. I'm telling you a guarantee. Other faculties, other institute also will give you that guarantee. If you feel that is good enough, follow it. I'm not saying mine only is the best. No. Our materials are there. I'm not telling that's the best. If it is good enough, it is fine. Okay. But stick to one. Like history, namd book ide, innon institute ide, innon more history book kutkond odadre, it's of no use. Okay. Then test should be taken irrespective of syllabus. Please know that, underline, highlight, put it in your head. I have seen many students don't give test. Sir, syllabus agilla inno. Pakka odbittu aamel baritin sir, illa tension agutte. Correct, no? All of you might have delayed it because of that. Sir, hotte now bandbidtu, adike barililla. No. Write no matter what. See, why? Because 21st ge exam idre, hotte nauta idre, you won't go and give. You will have to give. Odilla andre, will you not go and give on 21st? If you don't give, you have to wait 3 years. 27, Sunday Manthan, you will be attending. there is no chance of postponement in the actual exam. ಓದಿಲ್ಲ, ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, okay, ಮಳೆ ಬಂತು, RCB ಗೆದ್ರು, all that reason nobody listens in the final exam. So learn how to manage those tension now only. 10 tests you will be tensed, 11th test you will be good. Okay, so like that you try and give. Okay, after each test analysis is very important, meaning not the content reading where you went wrong. Oh, ee topic wrong aita, enak wrong aitu, okay, what mistake did I guess wrong, or my information is wrong, or my understanding is wrong. That you have to do. Many students don't do it. First test ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರಾ, ಏನೋ ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಹತ್ತದಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಟೀ ಕುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. No, analysis is the most important post. Okay, do that. Avoid again traps of each time reading new books, new topics again and again. Okay, don't aim at completing syllabus. Agadilla. Okay, if this literally, even if you complete 60%, you can clear the exam. Okay, be smart. Okay, you can't aim for perfection in life and in civil services. That's the rule. Okay, we can't be perfect. You can't be a perfect friend, you can't be a perfect husband or wife, you can't be perfect parents, you can't be a perfect child. Okay, you can't be perfect in your life. If you run to perfect, you will get into depression. Life hangene. Okay, if you plan to be a perfect son, you will be, or daughter, you will be in depression. If you want to be a perfect parent, you will be in depression. You have to manage. Life is all about management. Tomorrow service ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು, you'll be perfect civil servant. ಕೂತಲ್ಲೇ do this ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತಾ? You think you'll have all resources? People will come, all your subordinates, oh sir, madam ಬಂದ್ರು, I will work my life out of, I will work, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. Do you think they will tell all that? Nothing is perfect. Nobody will work. No fund will be there for you. No seniors will support you, juniors will support you. You are left alone in life, in civil services, in preparation also. So therefore don't aim for perfection. Jugad. Ivatayta naale nodana. That is your life attitude, especially in civil services. Ivaten problem aita, traffic jam, okay, adna manage. Naale problem nalega. In service, if you have your friend, you ask them, they will tell you. Ivat election ad manage adre naale nodkolana. Same thing here also. First prelims. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ನನಗೆ 220 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. I don't want 400 on 400. You got it? So that's the approach. Perfection, it's a life lesson to you guys also. Life can't be perfect. Okay. Then it is okay to take tests from multiple sources, not materials. Okay. All right. So that is with respect to the 60-day strategy. Priority should be on current affairs and polity, economy, environment, geography, science and tech, and modern history. Priority 2 can be Karnataka history, geography, ancient, medieval, and current affairs 2023. 2023 gist idre aste odi. Adkinta jasti bekagala. If you have already read, then revise it. If you are a fresher, 2023 mutte illa andre, see some gist, as I told you, some book like this or any other institute. Iga national issues ge online ali you will get so many vision, insights, Drishti, whatever. So many of them will give compilation 365, 320, whatever they give, no? You read it off. 2023 ka compilation. Is that okay? Similarly, union budget. It's there in our website, free download. You can, if you have read something else like vision, forum, something you have read, you stick to that. Don't read multiple source. Okay, union budget, you will get 10 to 15 pages. Okay, read it and finish it. Schemes and programs. Schemes and programs. Union I am saying. State alla aitalla, iga Sunday month andu is enough. I am talking about union, national. Schemes and programs. Again, UPSC websites hogi, download it for free. Okay, forum dide, vision dide, insights dide, list of schemes and programs. You download it from that. Okay, union budget, union schemes and programs. 2023 shortcut materials barutte, gist, right? Shunya is okay, so many you have enough. Ella 10 ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು you don't read because your friends will tell you anta ಓದಬೇಡಿ. Okay, one source, they are all good enough and equally bad. Okay, so including us also, good and bad both are there. We can't cover 100%. So union budget, cover it from UPSC. Our website also has free download. You can read it. If you have not read, then read ours. Then same schemes and programs, union government, you'll get it in free anywhere. Vision Della, if you download, go to their website, free downloads ali, you can download all of that. 2023 ka current affairs gist, everybody has. State, you can read NammaKPSC. State 2023, you can read NammaKPSC. If you have read ours from the beginning, no problem, stick to that. Otherwise, 2023 state ellu bere ellu kodalla, so you can read it from our website or from our magazine. Just the state, 10 page irutte ashte. Quickly you read it. Is that okay? So this is what you can cover for 2023. Okay. Ad bitre baki ella ಏನು, you can skip it also. I can guarantee you, you can be comfortable. Is that okay, guys? Sources, all of that one source here. Okay, if you have class notes, good enough, guaranteed by your teacher, stick to that. See, for example, I will tell you my book is good, read it enough. Andre, I am guaranteeing it, you can read it. Is that okay? If I was taking polity, no, economy, no, something, I'll say class notes kododu, adnane odi. If some teacher tells you like that, stick to that. If your teacher has told you, or standard textbooks. Okay, na? So priority 2. Okay, so please remember, most crucial phase of your, preparation, because mains and interview, if you have to write, you have to clear your prelims. Simple strategy. It is traditional. People might laugh at you, or somebody might say, illa, igella complicated agbidi. Nothing complicated. Same examiner, same board, same KPSC. Unfortunately, same chairman still. Okay. So everything is still the same. Aita ಏನು change ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. So the exam will be the same pattern, same thing. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಇದು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, sometimes factual if they want to reduce the standards. So I don't know, that we can't expect, but be prepared for everything. Concepts related with facts. Any type of question is asked, any kind of question is asked, you should be able to do it. Is that okay? Enjoy this 60 days, you will see. See, in the changes agala prelims alli. Okay, after that mains maybe in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, that I don't know. But be positive. Adadmele prelims admele we will have a session, see how to plan it accordingly, all that we'll do. But now prelims is the focus, stick to the prelims. Is that okay? Maybe mains iga keluru who has finished prelims, another 10-20 days mains kodabodu. Okay, you can still do it. That all depends on you. Like if I was in your situation, I have already done enough, I have UPSC aspirant, I have given UPSC a break, then I can prepare mains for another 20 days, etc. So that plans you can change on your own, but how you're going to follow these, whatever you follow, you should be having a plan. Without plan, it will be like closing your eyes and shooting. Is that okay? It might look simple, you might be an expert. 10 varsha you might have given, you might be an expert. But still you are here and attending class andre, something did not work. That means you have an attitude which you have to change. I am talking about those seniors who have been there 5 say, hey, idella naan nodiddini anta. But still you are listening to this video or still writing this exam means still you are not perfect. Okay, so make sure you plan it. It may look very simple, but plan it. Is that okay? So crucial time, 60 days, the way you do it, that 1% chance to clear or not clear, that will be there. And nothing succeeds like success. Again, I am reiterating this because ella society or family, friends, 3 varsha, like when you final list barashtrallige 2 years agogirutte. Iga 24 alla 27 ge henge barutte results. Okay, by then everybody would have given up on you. Some of your relatives will also forget who you are also. ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Only person who can take care of you is yourself. Is that okay? So make sure you show everybody by succeeding. Okay, and I have seen this job, no, you might say that there are so many other jobs also. I know RBI might be there, NABARD might be there, that might be there, SSC, so many jobs are also equally good. But I am telling you, UPSC ka IAS, IPS ella admele, the next best job in India with respect to civil services is this. You have no idea, if you have not actually been in the service, you will not know how much power a revenue department has, how much power a police department has. I have seen even students who are ACCT right now are giving exam. My students are giving the exam this year, ACCT. Okay, because ultimately revenue department and police department. Actually revenue is higher because nobody sees that power. Police uniform ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆದರ್ತಾರೆ. But revenue department's power, the raw power that they have, when I say power, not in negative terms, power for helping others, power to contribute to society, power to manage everything. On male bandre, they are called. Election bandre, revenue department is called. Okay, RCB match agata, revenue department. You have a show, you have a welfare program, you have Modi coming in, everywhere, for anything, revenue department and police. So the kind of challenging jobs that you are going to get in the future, okay, is immense. You have actually, if you feel that what you have seen is hardly 5%. When you see what you can do, but there is equally challenges. Pressure irutte, tension irutte, political, criticism, corruption, all that is there. Which sector doesn't have that? You think cricket doesn't have that? I have a cousin of mine whose son is a very good cricket player, champion, Ranjigi, adu idu. So much politics by the so-called celebrity, cricketers only. It looks something, but inside, so they suppress so many people for their own children to come up, Even in sports, even in any sector, it is like that because many people have no dreams of entering that, so people don't know. Illi everybody knows. They blame, idu corruption anta. Every sector has that. Individuals are corrupt, so institution becomes corrupt. Adralle, haven't you seen people doing good job? Our kelsa madadidre, you think our country can run? Tomorrow when you are in service, if you don't work, country won't run. Yes, it is not perfect, but it is being done at for example, election time. So many of my students are working in revenue department for elections. There is no time, IT job alli, they'll go with a tag and they'll, go 9 o'clock, check out 5 o'clock. India dalli ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ variable irutte, but governmentally no timings. Morning hodre, you never know when you will come back. I'm telling you, my wife being in service, every time ee Sunday now trip hogana anta we plan, gone. Today also she's gone for work. I've also come as a private sector, but this is my business. I decide. So there are targets, Sunday no kelsa madbeku, nothing doing, you have to work. Especially when you become officers, you are responsible, you have to get the work done. There is no 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. That's a myth ashte. Revenue department, police, you think you can be having time? No. So there is a challenging job to it, but very satisfying if you are able to achieve certain things. Not only for yourself, but to society also. Social status will increase. People will recognize you. People want to be with you. So for that, 60 days is very important as a first part of your effort. Prelims agli, amele you can decide what next to do. Okay, but it can be a game changer because lakhs of students are writing. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರು ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಬರೀತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅರೌಂಡ್ 4,000 to 5,000. 1,00,000 ಜನರು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಚಂದ್ರ ಲೇಔಟಲ್ಲೇ 5,000 ಜನರು, 50,000 ಜನರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್. ಲೈಬ್ರರಿಲಿ ಅದು ಇದು UPSC ಆಸ್ಪಿರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. 50,000 ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೌ ಟು 5,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರೀಸು ಅದು ಇದು ತೆಗೆದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್? You might lose just by 1 mark or 1 question. So don't regret it later. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡಿ, ನೋಡೋಣ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಆದರೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Is that okay? Right? Sometimes you have to do most humble things. Ego idre, KPSC or UPSC will take your ego, crush it and throw it in the dustbin. You might have ego in yourself, your friends and family. But society ke liye ego is only success. If you are an officer, AC no, ADC no, DC no in a district, you show attitude. Okay, as an aspirant, no attitude. Is that okay? Fine. So with that, let's move on to our next agenda very quickly. So this we have already discussed. Yeah, so one more main announcement. Okay, so as I told you, the plan is 60 days. So we have arranged a All India mock test for KPSC. First time in KPSC somebody is doing this, an All India mock test. So everything has been online for us. So first time we are planning to have, or we are arranged an open test, a preparatory exam, okay, on 2 days. So that in the first 40 days you will experience it, make correction, and the next another 10 days you will experience it. So any mistakes that you do, you can correct it. Is that okay? So make sure you target this. So what are the dates? 23rd June. Okay, 23rd June, approximately about 30 days. Give that test. So why 23rd June means you will have one more month for making any correction, because it will be too late later on. So 23rd you plan, like I will give at least one revision properly, and you give that test. After that 15 days, another test. You will still have time to make course correction. Keep this as a target and give the test. Is that okay, guys? So plan it accordingly. So on 23rd June and 7th. So there is a link that is shared. You have to register yourself. So totally there will be 4 tests. On 23rd, paper 1, paper 2 complete. And 7th July, paper 1, paper 2, same like how it is there in the exam. The option is for you to attend in Bengaluru, Dharwad, Mysuru. Also who are maybe living elsewhere, who can't travel, for them online. But if you are in Bangalore, I would suggest you to do it offline. You will get that experience, the feel of it, both in English and Kannada. Experience it so that you can make the corrections beforehand. Illa 3 years, 2027 Sunday Manthan, remember. Is that okay? So before that only you experience this. For offline students, be quick in registering, because we have limited seats, because we can't organize too many people also. Limited seats for offline. Online it is okay. So registration will close on 15th of June. It's not as complicated as KPSC form. It's just a 1-minute job. Is that okay? So after class, you can all do this. It's going to be good. Okay, all India rank, everything will be there. So you can plan it accordingly. So please make note of this. Okay, Isala prelims namde. Okay, na? Okay, let's do it. See, because we want to become famous. Okay, so tomorrow when you clear, you will send a lot of people to us. I know that. It's a win-win situation. If you clear only, see now 100 people are attending online, around 30-40 are here. All right, others recorded, another 500, 1000, 2000 people will see. Adralli 500 people clear prelims andre, what will they say? At least one solpa adan chanagitte ello hogidde Sunday solpa chanagittu eno madidru odkonde adanna 10 question bantu. Okay, so it is going to be good for us also. We want to grow, like how you also want to fulfill your dreams. So it's a win-win situation, right? So if you do be successful, it's good for us also. Is that okay? So please make sure you give these tests. It's going to be really game changer for your preparation. Okay, first time in KPSC, you will see suddenly the cutoff will rise because of us. Okay, because a lot of students are using that information. Earlier, there was so much of shortage for information. I remember in 2010 when I gave my first KPSC 11 notification ke liye, we had to smuggle, the materials and all. It was so difficult. Matlab, there was only one institute which used to do for KPSC, Rao sirs was there. So our material matra irta ittu for Karnataka issues, and that was not available in the market. So it was like as though, chinna sikdange, we used to all get it. But now it's not like that. You go to our website, go to any institute. Every institute also is trying to increase their quality. Okay, because students are also equally demanding. Right? So make sure that you do this. So all India ranking, Kannada and English. Only problem is online, offline barbekandre limited seats are there, because we have to make the arrangement. We are still a small organization. So otherwise online is fine. But I would recommend offline, even though it is expensive for us, but we want you to experience that and know our quality, so that you come and attend mains also with us. Okay, so that's where this whole idea is. It's a win-win, as I told you. Nothing, no hiding of facts. Okay, so online student, you can register after the class. We'll share the link with you. All right. Yeah. So as I told you, tests where all you can give tests. So not only at NammaKPSC, any institute ka paper if you get, you please practice it. Book stalls alli, Xerox angadiyalli sigutte. take it and practice. Previous year question, also book is there like this. Okay, previous year question KPSC, KS Prelims by Arvind Publications. So all previous year is there. So if you want this also, as you do polity, economy, chapter wise it is arranged, so that you will get an idea as to how questions are, how to mark, how to rule out, how to guess, not it will repeat. Is that understood? So something like this you can buy. Okay, it's available in the bookstall, Arvind bookstall, or any such PYQ. So PYQs will help you do that. Okay, because it's exam standards, alwa. Same way, any other book, UPSC ka books, test series, also you practice. Polity test papers from UPSC, you do it. Is that okay? So this all you can do. So our test series, if you have not yet joined, join it. 21 tests are there, plus 4 open tests. History, Karnataka history 1 open test, Karnataka geography mein 1 open test, and 2 open test of economic survey. So totally you will have 25 tests, 4 preparatory tests, what I told you, this one, then Karnataka history geography class if you want, that's all. So these are some of the services still you can access. All right.